NBC News, streaming free now.
We got one coming down from the helicopter pad.
My wife, where is she?
There's a pregnant woman missing.
I have experience in search and rescue.
I want you to go with him. We can bring the hospital to her.
This week, it's the Wheel of Indecision.
I don't know. It's a tough call.
No.
So it's either spin or solve. What do you think?
Plus, is Pat put in his place?
Over 5,000. I'm getting you're not. Should I just shut up at this point?
For 1 second.
Yeah. Sorry. Rob's appearing here all week.
Weeknights at 6:30 on NBC 12. Dan, Jessica, and Jeff bring you the news and weather from where you live weeknights.
Straight ahead, what's next for Wisconsin? We'll hear from a Northwoods assemblyman before the new legislative session.
Plus, a speaker standoff in Washington. We'll hear about what happens next in the House of Representatives.
And an iconic look in Minocqua could be seeing an update next winter. We'll have the details as your local news starts right now.
News Watch 12 with Dan Hagan, Jessica Jukic, and Jeff Weller.
Good evening and welcome to News Watch 12 at 6. I'm Jessica Jukic.
And I'm Dan Hagan. It was a busy week in Madison with the Assembly, Senate, and statewide office holders all being sworn in.
While Democrats control most of the executive positions, the Republicans are in control of the legislature. The governor, in his inauguration address, called for working together between party lines. Rhinelander Assemblyman Rob Swearingen says one area which Republicans and Democrats seem to not agree on is abortion. Swearingen says that legislation is up in the air.
There's a lot of opinions in a caucus of 64 Assembly Republicans on abortion, so it's not a slam dunk that's exactly what we're going to do. But for the most part, I think most of us agree that we can do an exception for rape and incest. The governor says no.
Swearingen says he supports exceptions for rape, incest, and the life of the mother. Another legislative item Republicans may explore is a flat tax.
I think that our top percentage now is at 7.5, starting somewhere in like 3.5. So that's quite a range. So I think it's something that certainly deserves the discussion and potentially the debate on the floor. Will it happen? Remains to be unseen.
Governor Evers has vowed not to support the flat tax. He's called for a more progressive tax rate that would cut taxes on the middle class.
Well, Jeff, another day of a weird wintry mix out there.
Yeah, that messy combination of freezing rain, sleet, and snow making things pretty messy out there tonight.
Definitely could cause some trouble on the roads.
And we're going to keep things cold, too, with temperatures below average into the weekend. Looking outside today, though, lots of mailboxes look like this with that freezing rain combination and little sleet pellets kind of pelting off your face as well. That will continue tonight and throughout the day tomorrow as this very large system is across the Great Lakes and the Midwest that will keep kind of throwing moisture back in our direction into about this time tomorrow evening. So periodic snow showers, some light rain showers, some drizzle, and that sleet out there will linger into tomorrow night. Here's the actual low across parts of Iowa. It's going to move very slowly like this across central Wisconsin. So on that track, we'll keep that moisture across the area. The bulk of the heavier rain and snow, though, has pushed off into New England. They can have it. For us, though, just some kind of nuisance showers around here. But the advisories are still up for a winter weather advisory. This is where the heaviest snow is going to fall tonight into tomorrow morning. Another couple inches expected there. The rest of us, just some flurries and light snow. So our forecast ends tonight, though, with scattered snow showers out there, some freezing drizzle as well, with low temperatures down near 25. Your full forecast is coming up. Dan, Jessica.
The leader of Senate Republicans, Mitch McConnell, and the Democratic Party leader, President Joe Biden, came together today to celebrate investments in infrastructure. The backdrop was the Brent Spence Bridge that connects Cincinnati, Ohio, and Covington, Kentucky. It's one of the busiest freight routes in the nation. $2 billion from the infrastructure law will go toward updating the Brent, Spence, and other bridges across the country. Biden and McConnell were joined by the Republican governor of Ohio and the Democratic governor of Kentucky.
Different day, same result for House Republicans. Despite their majority, the GOP failed to elect a Speaker of the House. Kevin McCarthy could not get to the 218 votes needed after 6 votes the last 2 days. Republican Florida Congressman Brian McDonald's received 20 votes, while Democrats stayed united in voting for Hakeem Jeffries. The House is expected to reconvene at 7 p.m. In the meantime, the House cannot vote on anything or hold committees.
The messy weather has led to some car accidents across the Northwoods. This includes 2 in Eagle River with a similar theme. According to the department, the last 2 vehicle accidents were rollovers after drivers attempted to pass another car on those slippery roads. The department encourages drivers to take caution on the roadways.
The Career and Technical Education Department of the School District of Tomahawk has received a $10,000 STEM donation. The Louisiana Pacific Corporation gave the money to enhance student learning experiences in the District Innovation Lab. The Innovation Lab is a STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math environment that uses high-tech equipment to prepare students for high school careers. The lab includes 3D printers and scanners, laser engravers, plasma cutters, computer-controlled routers, milling machines, and more. Many classes and student-operated businesses use the manufacturing capabilities of the Innovation Lab to design and create products.
A popular ski trail north of Wisconsin is now connected to a town's Historical Society museum. ABR Ski Trails near Ironwood goes around the Irwin Historical Society building. Here's pictures from the ribbon cutting on that historic trail earlier this week at Irwin Heritage Park. It was the official opening of the new cross-country ski and snowshoe trail at ABR that is now connected to the Irwin Heritage Park Trail. This was made possible through the cooperation of ABR, Gogebic Range Health Foundation, Anderson Bluffs and River Trail Foundation, and the Irwin Township Historical Society.
Some trends fade, but others seem to last. Minocqua's famous snowman falls into that second category. He wouldn't be complete without his Stormy Cromer hat.
That's right. Snowmy has donned his signature red hat since 2010, but after this winter, the 40-foot snowman may have a new Stormy Cromer. Nick Van Zyl reports.
Snowmy has donned his signature red hat since 2010. After this winter, the 40-foot-tall snowman will get a new hat. Bob Jockhart, Stormy Cromer chairman, recalls an evening out with his wife in 2010 when he was approached about making a hat for Minocqua's famous snowman.
And they thought, wouldn't it be cool to make a Stormy Cromer hat for their snowman?
Bob got to work designing the hat. Snowmy's head is 8 foot in diameter, which works out to be a size 96 hat. Bob knew he needed to make the hat out of something more weather-resistant than the wool they typically use. So drawing on his experience making canvas boat covers, he chose a heavy-duty canvas.
Ordered enough yardage and built a hat. And it's really that simple. The pieces fit together. Our software makes it so that you can put the pieces together. So I was just doing a regular hat in just a larger scale.
And that's what he ended up with. A hat 140 times larger than an average Stormy Cromer hat. With 1 yard of fabric, the factory can make 7 Stormy Cromer hats, but Snowmy's hat took 20 yards of canvas. He completed the project in just 1 day, but he still wasn't satisfied.
I'd really like to make some improvements on it, so I'm planning in my head Model B, and I will be contacting the chamber.
With the new challenge on his mind, Bob's excited to make improvements to the hat's brim and crown. You can see Snowmy outside of the Let's Minocqua Visitors Center located on Highway 51 south of Minocqua. Reporting from across the Northwoods, I'm Nick Van Zyl, Newswatch 12.
New video has been released of a car falling off a Minnesota bridge.
And a vigil is growing outside a Cincinnati hospital. We'll have an update on Damar Hamlin's condition after Weather with Jeff.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Slumberland.
Carpet City.
Uh-oh. Did your holiday hosting create a couple extra stains in your carpet? Or do you just need an update for your old flooring? Come to Carpet City Flooring Center and start your year off right with free carpet installation. That's right, free carpet installation. If money is a little tight, Carpet City Flooring Center can help make your project affordable with interest-free financing. Get your free carpet installation today.
Carpet City. Our prices will floor you.
Nothing can bring us down.
We got one coming down from the helicopter pad.
My wife, she's pregnant.
I have experience in search and rescue.
I need to be out there.
Marker for Bill Grenade. Still in this lane.
Take cover!
Down! Report!
You got this from falling.
That's what I said.
If something else happened, you can tell me.
If you report this right now, they'll get you pulled from the unit.
Menke Automotive is your new neighbor in central Wisconsin. So now you've got a friend in the auto business. Menke Automotive prides ourselves on having happy employees because happy employees make for happy customers. When you need a new Buick, GMC, or Mazda, expert service, precision body work, or just a hot cup of coffee, come in and get to know us at Menke Automotive at the old Fred Miller location on Grand Avenue in Schofield. Menke Automotive, your new neighbors in central Wisconsin.
Bag sale, 15% off. So I was thinking we could fix up a few things around here. New cordless grill, so we can finally hang those pictures. LED bulbs, that'll help with the electric bill. Picked up some toothpaste for us. Always need batteries. New coat of paint for the mudroom. And finally, something to unclog that basement sink.
The bag is back. Hurry in and get 15% off everything you can fit in the bag now at Menards.
All right, let's geek out for a second. This is fun to look at, but yes, it's annoying, right? That constant kind of light snow, some drizzle, some freezing drizzle, and press repeat. That was our day today and tonight and throughout much of tomorrow as this low pressure kind of spinning over Iowa now is going to do like this tomorrow. That will keep that light snow and flurries across our region another day. Okay, so in here now there is some flurries, some drizzle, some light snow. Nothing heavy in here, but it's kind of a persistent all day long today. That will linger into tonight for sure. Okay, so visibility is reduced. So on this map, visibility less than a half mile is generally moderate snow. We're all above that right now. This is all kind of light snow and flurry action across the area and also some areas of dense fog out there tonight. All right, so walking you through it, here's tonight or so, looking at the same story, right? That area of low pressure kind of spinning over Wisconsin through tomorrow morning into tomorrow afternoon. So it's a long duration, 3-day event going on. A few spots saw an inch or two of snow today after an inch or two of snow last night. So most of us, though, are getting through this without much fanfare, and the advisories are dropping pretty quickly now. They no longer include Oneida County as the snow has shifted to our north, but overall, the roads are icy, temperatures are back below freezing, so getting around is a bit tricky out there tonight and likely will stay that way tomorrow with high temperatures tomorrow only in the 20s across our region. Looking at Minocqua now, looking at that fresh snowpack there, the new ruts in the roads there. But overall, there's a shine on the roads, and that's that icy area. So it's a slippery area tonight for sure on untreated surfaces, especially sidewalks by tomorrow morning. All right, so here we go. So all day long today, we had that kind of gloomy, light snow, drizzle in the area. Temperatures are back now at or below freezing in Rhinelander at 31 with that northeast breeze around 8. Over in Wausau, above freezing for you. We got our meltdown today with cloudy skies there and a dew point there near 30. The air is very saturated, so we're getting fog to form now. That will likely freeze tonight, so that kind of freezing fog thing will make the trees very pretty again tomorrow morning, but it'll also make things very slippery by tomorrow morning again. All right, so around the horn, temperatures are pretty much below freezing here, at or above freezing there, between the two kind of icy, right? We'll all go back below freezing tonight and then not recover out of the below freezing tomorrow, as we do have some cooler temperatures on the way. So 28 is the forecasted high tomorrow, but then 24 for Friday, 28 for Saturday into Sunday. You get the idea. The average high being 24, 25. We'll be at or above that going forward, but still, whatever snow fell today or last night or tomorrow will likely stick around for a while with temperatures below freezing the next 7 days around here. All right, so our snowpack took a bit of a hit, right? A couple of inches last night in a few spots. So overall, we can play on this weekend, and there's not much more snow in the forecast anytime soon. Maybe an inch tonight, maybe an inch tomorrow, and then we're done for a while. We'll turn off the faucet through the weekend and through much of next week. So for tomorrow, looking at mostly cloudy skies, a couple of flurries around, temperatures back in the upper 20s to the north, maybe a 30-degree temperature across central Wisconsin with those flurries and light drizzle around tomorrow. Our forecast then tonight, though, is that freezing drizzle, sleet, and some snow. Not a lot of snow. Look for low temperatures down near 25. For tomorrow, it's Thursday already, so scattered light snow showers again, mostly ending before sunset tomorrow evening. Look for high temperatures only in the upper 20s tomorrow. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows that winter mix tomorrow. We dry out, though, and cool off for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, bringing back some sunshine with temperatures in the 20s. Dan and Jessica.
The Minnesota Department of Transportation has released video of a dramatic crash from last week. It happened at the interchange of Interstates 494 and 35 in Minneapolis. You can see a car on the I-494 bridge. As the driver brakes, the car skids to the right. It fell off the bridge and then rolled onto the I-35 entrance ramp. Luckily, no one was seriously hurt. At this hour, Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin remains sedated on a ventilator, and doctors are working towards getting him to breathe on his own.
Hamlin suffered cardiac arrest and collapsed during a game against the Cincinnati Bengals Monday night. Isabel Rosales has the latest from outside the hospital in Cincinnati.
Outside the University of Cincinnati Medical Center, support is growing for Damar Hamlin.
This is not about football. This is about Damar.
Signs reading hope for Hamlin and prayers for Hamlin, encompassing the feelings of people around the world pulling for the well-being of the Buffalo Bills safety. Inside the hospital, the NFL star is fighting for his life.
This is a surprise to everybody. I mean, we all seen the hit. It wasn't that big of a hit. So, you know, for it to end up in this manner, it's just shocking. We were all in the room crying. Man, we were all in tears, man. And I'm not a crier. But, like, I never cried so hard in my life, man, just to know, like my nephew basically died on the field and they brought him back to life.
Hamlin's uncle giving new details on his injuries.
He's sustained some damage to his lungs, and they're working to try to remedy that. And they got him on a ventilator to help with the breathing, too, just to take some of the strain off his lungs.
Meanwhile, Hamlin's teammates say they're trying to cope with the heaviness of the situation.
It's a dramatically unique thing that has happened, and we're all going through it together, and honestly the entire world is.
With 6 crunchy beef tacos plus a pound of potato olays, our 6-pack in a pound is perfect for date night, movie night, 1,000-piece puzzle night, camping, tailgates, or any day that ends in Y.
Get $2 off the 6-pack in a pound, only from Taco John's.
Moments of life are special, and suffering from diabetes should not get in the way. US Med's mission is to find ways to make your diabetes more manageable and more comfortable. You deserve to enjoy life without the constant reminder of living with diabetes. If you monitor with 4 or more tests per day, inject insulin 3 or more times per day, or use an insulin pump, you may qualify to receive a continuous glucose monitor, the latest in diabetes technology. A continuous glucose monitor provides blood sugar readings without uncomfortable finger sticks and alerts you real time to potentially harmful spikes in your blood sugar levels. US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurance companies. If you're a caretaker for someone who suffers from diabetes or have diabetes yourself and meet these conditions, please call our diabetic specialist now to see if you qualify for your continuous glucose monitor.
If you're living with diabetes and using insulin, you know the pain of pricking your fingers over and over again. By wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can reduce the pain of pricking your fingers right away. If you're testing your blood sugar 4 more times per day, injecting insulin 3 or more times per day, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetic Health Hotline today and learn about the latest CGM technology. Not only can a CGM immediately reduce pain, it's accurate, easy to use, and helps you make better diabetes treatment decisions. And if you have Medicare, you can get a new CGM at little or no out-of-pocket cost. We'll also provide free shipping of your new CGM, and we'll bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 4 more times per day and injecting insulin 3 or more times per day, or using an insulin pump, call now and learn how to receive your new continuous glucose monitor at little or no out-of-pocket cost.
80% of Americans aren't getting their recommended daily physical activity. It's time to get moving, America. Physical therapists and physical therapist assistants are by your side, helping you move through life. Choose physical therapy, and let's keep moving.
The Milwaukee Bucks were able to get their revenge on the Washington Wizards last night after beating them 123-113. But you know what they say, rest is for the weak, and the Bucks have to travel to another country one day later to take on the Toronto Raptors in Canada. This is the first game since Giannis Antetokounmpo scored a career-high 55 points and is looking to carry that momentum and create another winning streak for his team. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is impressed with how his star player has performed this season, as he should be.
He's been kind of playing with this kind of determination, this kind of, just willing us in games. Tonight we were able to win it, and, he's just been phenomenal.
While Giannis' scoring has been impressive this season, Budenholzer is more impressed with his unselfish style of play that he showed off last night as well.
I thought the pass to Javon that then led to Connaughton's corner three. Javon kicks it to Brooke. Thought that was a big play, and, unselfish, the right read, in transition. He makes a nice little pass for the layup. He's just, doing everything.
The Bucks and Raptors game will tip off tonight at 6:30. The Green Bay Packers have their regular season finale this Sunday at Lambeau Field against the Detroit Lions, where the stakes are as high as ever. It's win or go home for the Green Bay Packers as they control their own destiny after all hope seemed lost earlier this season. Both the Lions and the Packers are 8-8, and if Green Bay wins, they're in the playoffs. However, the Lions can qualify if they win and the Seattle Seahawks lose their home game against the LA Rams. Packers head coach Matt LaFleur says the Lions, who have been a historically bad franchise, have showed glimpses of turning their franchise around.
You have to learn how to win, and I think they've done that, and that's what makes them so dangerous. And I think with every win, there comes a little bit more confidence, a little bit more belief that no matter what the circumstances are, that you're going to be able to fight through it.
The Packers will host the Lions this Sunday night on NBC. The Milwaukee Brewers have been the only franchise in the MLB to not spend any money in free agency. However, that doesn't mean that general manager Matt Arnold and the rest of the front office haven't been making some moves. They made a big one today as the Milwaukee Brewers have officially acquired right-handed pitcher Bryce Wilson from the Pittsburgh Pirates for cash considerations. Wilson has a 9-17 career record and a 5.54 ERA in 56 games. That includes 43 starts. We'll be right back after the break.
Whether you're just beginning your educational journey or seeking a new opportunity, we're here for you. At North Central Technical College, we have unique partnerships with four-year colleges that allow you to transfer seamlessly to and from our campus, saving you time and money. With hundreds of transfer options available, the path to a bachelor's degree and a great paying career are just a step away. North Central Technical College. Start here, go anywhere.
Stay tuned to get a free pan from Granite Stone. Stuck on eggs, burnt on batter. You can scrub and scrape, but you can't escape the nightmare of your sticky pans. Introducing the Granite Stone Pan, the all-new durable non-stick pan. No butter or oil needed. Watch, we melted down these sticky candies in Granite Stone, and it just doesn't stick. We cooked a half a dozen eggs, bacon, cheese, and tomato breakfast with no butter or oil, and it just doesn't stick. Look, caramels, chocolate, and cheese. Unreal for any other pan, but not for Granite Stone. It just doesn't stick. Granite Stone will be the last pan you'll ever need because it's pressed from a solid aluminum disc for even heat conduction. Then coated 3 times with our durable Granite Stone finish. Granite Stone is metal utensil safe and won't scratch. And talk about non-stick. This salmon cooked skin side down with no added butter or oil just doesn't stick. This steak is perfectly seared just like the pros. And because Granite Stone is oven rated to 500 degrees, we bake this upside down pan pizza to perfection, and it just doesn't stick. Fire Flambe Delicious Cherries Jubilee. Plus it's PFOA free and 100% dishwasher safe. Call or go online to get your Granite Stone pan for the special TV discount price of just $19.99. Granite Stone is so durable it comes with a 10-year warranty. And with every order, you're going to get a Granite Stone single-serve egg pan absolutely free. It's the perfect size for personalized eggs, omelets, or frittatas that slide right out. It makes the best bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich quick. Yours absolutely free. We'll even ship your entire order free. That's right, free shipping. You get it all, an incredible value. Here's how to order.
To order, call 1-800-898-6703. That's 1-800-898-6703 or order online at buygranitestone.com. That's 1-800-898-6703. Call now.
Okay, you at home. Yes, you. It's time to take that Christmas tree down, okay? It's January 4th.
Lots of people aren't going to like that suggestion.
Time to take it down. But I have a good place where you can donate it. At Wildwood Zoo in Marshfield. Take a look at this. We have some bison enjoying that very tree. So they are accepting Christmas tree donations. And they're just having a good old time. Have you guys seen a bison, or, you know, is there any animal that you want to see at some point that you haven't?
Yeah, Saul, what's your spirit animal?
I haven't seen a bison in person. I've been told my spirit animal's an otter. I don't know why, but if I did have to have like a bucket list animal of something I want to see, man, those koala bears. They look cute, but man, once you mess with them, you don't want to mess with them, if you know what I'm saying. A sloth, yeah, that could be one.
Too fun.
I would definitely want to see, like, go to Australia and see parakeets and, like, Amazon parrots.
You really like birds? You really like parakeets.
I really do.
I've noticed that, too.
I do.
And loud.
They're pretty. No.
All right, let's check out the weather. These birds in Australia aren't going to like the weather out here for us today because we have some snow and some fog and some freezing drizzle and press repeat out there tonight. Roads are a bit slippery, Saul, so be careful driving in your 4x4 this evening. Still a little bit of snow in the area. Some places saw an inch or two of snow today. Most of us did not. This thing is kind of underperforming, but it's not going away yet. Another full day of this until it all kind of gets out of here tomorrow night. And then we cool off and bring back some sunshine for the weekend. We are talking about highs in the 20s and maybe some sun Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Look at those single digits.
A good weekend to go birding, probably.
Or cross-country skiing or snowmobiling. The trails are open.
A little bit of everything. Thank you, Jeff. That's all the time we have. We'll see you back here at 10.
Mr. Food Test Kitchen is brought to you by Golden Carrot Jewelers and Creative Kitchen.